real name is Butternut, the sibling of Sunflower, but we nicknamed it the Talon. And when I met them in the bar, they had a magic pocket watch that they gave me. I just don't remember if I found out what it did. It was of Circadian make.
I will have to look through. Yeah, I'll have to look through a different journal. Yes, no, that did have some property. I'm trying to remember what it did.
I'm like super prepping on what I got. I'm listing everything.
I feel like
you're collecting your items.
I feel like it had an ability related to slow.
That sounds right.
But with me,
really unfortunate.
All the items are like a little bit cursed. So I believe like this actually casts slow on everyone except you, like friends as well.
Huh.
I'll look like wait for the sheet, but yeah, it's like it's a little fucky in that. Like in a radius, it'll cast slow on enemies and allies, but then like it wears off after a certain amount of time.
So cool. All right, I'll come back.
I wish I had my caravan so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like for some reason there's something comforting about just going back to the caravan and rolling and seeing what the fuck is in there, because I don't know. I don't know what's in there, honestly.
It's very Studio Ghibli. Like I have a table for what could be in there, but
I got to get my cart back eventually, like soon.
Our horses are there, so we're gonna have to go back eventually.
No, you brought the horses.
Oh, we did?
Wait, if we brought the horses, why didn't I bring my caravan?
No, we left them with her parents.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we left off.
Yeah.
If we had gone back to get the horses, we would have gotten my caravan too.
Yeah. So we left the horses with her parents because they said that they would watch them.
This isn't Critical Role. Would you like to have your caravan and your horses? I mean, I'm not like I don't care if someone's gonna be like, well, that's dumb. If that's something that you think you would have brought or you would have made arrangements for, Tootsie's smart enough that she would have brought you she would know, like she listens to you. You've grinded out that animal handling from when she hated you to like having rapport with her.
We don't really. I mean, the horses I was fine because we haven't really needed them like with what we're doing.
We can. If Mirayah wants her stuff, that makes sense. I'm gonna leave Tootsie there because that is free lodging that we don't have to pay for, and we know it will be fine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just.
I think I think that if we didn't, it makes sense for us not to have the caravan.
Okay.
It makes total sense not to have the caravan. I just want it because it's my like one magic item thingy that might help us because I don't have any otherwise. So like I'm just like, what can we do to not die?
There will be opportunities for you to purchase magic items today too.
Oh, I don't know if I can. I'm like very close to broke.
And you still gave Ajax 5 gold?
Oh yeah.
It was an important character moment. I wanted him to be able to afford stuff. So yeah. I only have 10 gold left.
Ajax has no idea.
I mean, Mirayah probably has more money, but it's definitely probably on the caravan. But yeah. No, I was like, you gotta. It was as much a Mirayah thing to do as a Persephone thing to do. Like I was just like, you need to make have your.
I know, but that's just really cute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would have said no. I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Well, I mean, you got to think Mirayah is not a person who would carry all of her gold on her at one point. This is just the gold that I had from like character creation. There's probably stuff on the caravan itself. And like she wouldn't carry it on her at all times because like that would be a bad idea, you know?
Well, you were looking for some armor, right, Mirayah? Maybe we could find a blacksmith or an armorer.
Yeah. Right.
Are there any around, Jasmine?
Yes. There's a few you know of.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah. As you are leaving sort of like Leander's and back, what'd you do?
I didn't know we were live.
She was looking away when you counted in, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think she
Have I said anything super stupid yet?
No. I legitimately thought you knew we were live because
I did too.
I did too.
No.
No, I legitimately thought you knew we were live because of how like tactical you were being and like
I was basically like trying to get things out of the way before we went live so I wouldn't waste time on air. I wouldn't have talked about the caravan on live. I was just like, what?
No, you're fine. You're fine. If anybody complains, send them to me.
Okay.
All right. So bum. Let me look
Is there
here.
a jeweler in town? Do we know?
Is there a what?
Like a jeweler.
There is not a jeweler in Solace Point, but you do know there's an alchemist medic. There's a spot for you to get rations. There's a couple of general stores. And you know that there is a spot for spell components, spell scrolls, all the way up in Marblehead where the Aasimar are. But you also know they're a little bit pricey. If you were head into the stacks, Valym, you would especially know that there are jewelers, there are more armor smiths, also the town right north of it that you've been to, Leavenworth. Yeah, all of these plot spots you've kind of collected like an idea. Ajax's dojo also is not far from here, and Ajax would know that they have very good weapons and very good munitions.
Are we close to the stacks right now?
You're a few days north, but we can always, like I said, 3 days pass and you find yourselves there. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have options to prepare for this.
Yes.
Let's keep in mind, though.
And just for the chat, this is like a classic 80s D&D dungeon. That's probably going to take them several days. Think like Darkest Dungeon meets D&D. So,
Here we go.
yeah, it's going to be a very classic dungeon crawl. And because of that, you'll have to forgive us this miniature shopping episode while they figure out how they want to prep for it.
Let's keep in mind, wherever we do go, is that +3 initiative boost only lasts for 48 hours from that take. Just if we want to keep that on us.
Who knows? We may end up needing to use it while we're prepping.
Anything can happen.
So you're saying we're getting more cake for later.
Did you say the stacks has a decent crime
Bye, Xander.
culture?
But
Yes. Like if you were looking for things at a good price, you could find it in parts of the stacks that you've been to, Valym.
Does anyone have a preference
AKA
on where they'd
hot
like to go?
goods. You could buy something hot there cheap.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have contacts in the stacks that might be able to help us
But
too.
full DM
so do
disclosure,
I.
if later in the future you come across a dwarf who recognizes the hat you're wearing, that is like one of the consequences of shopping at the stacks versus at Leavenworth or someplace else.
That makes sense, but I don't think they're gonna fuck with my family.
True.
to the stacks.
Another option I should mention is that the pass to Rook's Reach is now also open.
Oh, what's there? We don't know.
We don't know. It was blocked off before.
Let's go because it's a prize. How does that sound?
Sure.
Yeah.
Have I been to Rook's Reach? Should I roll to see if I've been to Rook's Reach in my travels or not?
It's previously been almost like inaccessible.
Okay, then never mind.
So it's
I've never been
bougie.
there.
Yeah, you usually have to cut across and there's like a large tundra, but now there's like a mountain pass. It was collapsed. You think Bindi may have had something to do with it. Bindi is one of Ajax's friends. But
Well, actually, it
now
might
it's
take us a
been
while
cleared.
to get there. It might take us a while to get there, wouldn't it?
Not with a shortcut.
Ooh,
Let's go. Why not?
let's do it.
Rook's Reach.
It's not often I get to go a place I've never been to.
All right.
I'd like to use, before we go, I'd like to use Animal Messenger to send a bird to Don Florendale, asking him, do you have any information on a Leander or a prison under Solace Point?
Okay.
Send. And I'm gonna write that down so it'll come back later, but I'm plant seeds.
Who are you
Like a
sending that to?
druid.
Don Florendale himself.
Dawn. Okay. Perfect. Gotcha. Dun, dun, dun.
I feel like we're moving up to Rook's Reach just to clear off like the fog on a map. Like we haven't been here before. We got to go and see what it is. And
This
then
definitely feels like the point in the video game where you get the ability to go to multiple places.
right.
It's like Disc 2 of Final Fantasy 9 or something.
Yeah. If we go here, then we can fast travel here later. So
Yeah. Everyone give me history checks.
Rolling in real life is so much better to me. 19.
2. 8.
I don't remember a lot.
All right. So we have a 2, an 8. Gabe, what did you get?
14.
14. So you would have some of this information. Mirayah would have all of it with the 19. Rook's Reach is this remote town on the other side of Newman Crown, the range of mountains, the foothills of which Solace Point is built. It's home to a great college of healing and medicine. So Valym, if you were
Formerly
looking
the
for
good
that,
college.
yeah,
But
it
now
would be here. And it produces some of the region's best physicians. One of their former students you've actually met who runs that small little medic shop out of the quarry. The town itself is kind of like almost like a mirror image of Solace Point, where they're both on either side of this mountain range, and each of them is built into the side of the mountain. Rook's Reach even more so, because Rook's Reach is constantly battered by frigid tundra winds, and that Solace Point is spared from because this mountain range blocks those winds and those storms. So it's a cold, harsh place, and the area around is actually very difficult to traverse unless you use this mountain pass. It's home to many skilled hunters, some of the best trackers in the world, and some of the greatest climbers, because people come here often to try to scale the tallest peak in the Newman Crown. Since it's not connected to the river, the river and Lennar Lake, like most of the towns you've actually been to, correspondence actually happens via very slow land message, and unless you can afford to pay a Raven Master's fee. So you do know they correspond with birds a lot. There's a lot of bird trainers up here. So those are pieces of information you would have. Yeah.
Well, this place is yeah. Valym, you said you want to learn healing? Or more healing? Something about healing?
Yes, I wanted to learn about anatomy, so when something breaks, I can learn how to fix it.
This would be the place.
That's good.
It's so cold.
Yeah, it's a little nippy.
Ah.
It's not that cold. Come on, Scorpio.
No, it's that cold.
Surely this old dwarven tunnel you are in, immaculately constructed, newly cleared, is like being in kind of a wind tunnel. The frigid winds from the city above kind of come howling through here. And you do see a few people with pack animals. The pass is newly opened. So you kind of realize that word of it opening hasn't really spread yet. Normally there's like a checkpoint guard here, but they kind of just wave you through because there hasn't been trade and commerce and people moving back and forth in so long that they haven't like really reinstated a lot of their old border protocols yet. But when you look at the guards, you do notice they're in like almost stone-like armor. Like the sort of scale mail they're wearing almost looks like it's thin plates of shale that have been very carefully kind of placed over each other. You don't see much of their faces as they're wearing cowls with then armor pieces kind of affixed over it. So you just see like a small kind of opening where their eyes are. And you notice, the gate is open. Normally there's a checkpoint. There's only a certain number of people allowed in every day, and it's a whole process. But today, you can just saunter on in. As you make your way through this path and up these last few sort of steps, you see bright daylight ahead of you. And when you come out for a moment, all you see is whiteness as your eyes adjust from the torchlit path. And then you see it. It's, like I said, almost like the shadow of Solace Point, a beautiful glimmering city with frozen over sort of almost like waterfall-esque structures that form like jewels on the very top pinnacle of this city. The walls here are super steep, kind of coming up high into those sort of formations you see on the edges of castles, trying to break up some of this wind. And all of the parapets have like large structures and sculptures of people on them. One a dragonborn, another a half-elf, another a tiefling, each of them dressed in robes and kind of looking a bit scholarly. Around you, you see pennants everywhere, different colors flown from each of the different like large buildings here. You see that like the city is almost color coded, as it is like almost like trade city, a city of guilds, as it were. As people go about their business, they almost don't even mark your passing, since you're not wearing any guild colors.
Is that true?
Oh, actually, you're in the Traders Guild.
Mm-hmm. Merchants Guild, yeah.
Yeah, the Merchants Guild. So you do notice like some people mark you with a little bit more regard. But the Traders Guild doesn't have an outpost here.
Oh.
Let me see. Give me an intelligence check to see if you can clock what these.
This is gonna be where I fail. I can feel it.
What
I
these
can
three
feel it
guilds
in my
are.
Bones. Not 20.
Nat
Yeah.
20. Okay. At one
I'm
point.
not even kidding. I'm taking a photo of that. I thought I was gonna. I was like, I can definitely feel the nat 1 coming. Like I just feel it. Okay. Yeah, I'll send that later. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. At some point, your mothers may have spoken to this of you, and you committed it to memory just in case Selvina's tutelage did not work out.
Mm-hmm.
Bathed
Which it didn't.
in rich royal purple hues, you recognize the color of the Physicians Guild.
Mm-hmm.
A stark contrast to the sort of more ceremonial vibes you would get from the cleric school up in Marblehead. This school instead is almost austere in nature. It's almost a wonder of physics by which it stands. There's multiple, like, it almost is shaped like what's the best way to describe it? A geometrical lotus, if that makes sense. It almost looks not of this world. You know, at the heart of it, the schools conducted there, the classes conducted there are some of the greatest on the continent, and that the doctors that come from here are some of the most revered. Botanists love to study here, as well as like people that just want to know more about medicine in general. You've also heard with that Nat 20 that assassins sometimes come here to learn poison craft and alchemy.
All right. So that was a lot. Anyway, Valym. The purple pennants, those belong to the Physicians Guild. That's where you want to learn anatomy. I don't know if we have enough time right now, but
Oh, no, that's for another day. Thank you.
no problem. Also,
Nearby,
David,
you also see the turmeric colored banners adorned along the edge of every flag with feathers and fangs and strips of leather. You know this to be the Hunters Guild. These are
I'm not-
masters of surviving in the wild, masters of being able to scratch a living off the land. You know, amongst them, there are also like people that are experts at tracking, at being able to find things and find people that are impossible to find. Ajax, you would know that some of Rena's training, maybe she's spoken to you in passing about it on your date, comes from this place, which is why she is good at killing things and not just at the clerical business.
Understood.
And then lastly, in dark gray that matches the onyx stone from which their structures are built, you notice the Beastmasters Guild. You know that the Raven Masters train here, but other people that seek to attune to nature and gain a bond with creatures tend to come here.
Is that known to the group or just me from the role?
Just you from the role, yeah.
Valym. There might be another group that you may want to mark down. There's the Beastmasters Guild here.
Oh, I thought it was going to be about poisoning people. Say more about that.
The Beastmasters Guild or the poisoning?
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah. I was about to say be on your guard here because assassins come here and I don't know what you've all been up to.
I love this place.
But the Beastmasters Guild is where people learn to commune with animals and nature and train them and allow them to do certain things and other stuff like that. So that might be of interest to you.
Neat. Huh.
What are the orangey yellow ones with all the stuff on it?
Those are the Hunters Guild. People that excel at survival, killing things, working the land.
Maybe someone there would know the best way to get into this place.
The best way to get into this place is with a scarf around your shoulders. Now, sirs, surely you look like you're freezing up here. You're clearly from out of town.
Yeah.
Tourism has been down, and I'll give you a buy one get one free deal. I've got hats, I've got scarves, I've got mittens, I've got boots, I've got everything you could possibly need. I've got sets, I've got sheepskin, I've got wool.
That sounds great.
Stay warm, mate. All right, okay.
And you see this like small child begin to wrap like a lush wool scarf around your neck. It's like a canary yellow.
Oh.
And then like a matching hat. And as they hand you like a pair of mittens, they're like, all right, that'll only be 6 gold, sir.
6. Okay. Oh, it is warm. All right.
And Scorpio will hand over 6 gold.
You're not even going to barter?
No.
Hold on. 6 gold is a steep price for a bunch of wool garments.
Oh, but I'm very cold, Mirayah.
The sir is very cold.
It is very cold, but I think you can come down from there. 3 gold, max.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage because Scorpio's like, hi, but I'm cold.
I rolled. Hold on, I'm gonna hold this at. I don't think this happens very often.
Did you roll another 20?
Go back to where you were. No, I didn't roll 2 nat 20s. That would just be obnoxious. But I rolled. Damn it, they're 2 18s.
18.
That's fine.
18.
That's
18.
fine.
So that with my persuasion is
25.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time I got some good rolls.
All right. I'll give it to you for 2.
Thank you so much.
Thank
what all
you.
is he wearing?
You notice he's not actually wearing any colors. He has like on like a large fluffy wool jacket, like with one of those like kind of popped up collars that has like the sheepskin on it. And he's wearing like multiple hats. Like he's wearing a skull cap and then like a larger, fluffier hat over it. He has golden hair that kind of like comes down to his face, like along the jawbone.
And what did he give Scorpio?
I think it's, I'm writing down a canary yellow scarf, hat, and mittens. And was there a shawl or a jacket or no?
No.
Don't you owe him another piece? Because you said it's buy one, get one free, and those are 3.
Oh, astute you are, sir. Here you are. Yellow socks to match.
Yay!
Gives you these yellow knee-high socks that like have several gathers. They're incredibly warm.
Oh, they're like leg warmers.
Yeah.
I think what Mirayah's doing to keep warm is just casting prestidigitation on like her corset. And just because you can warm non-living material for an hour with prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Scorpio
you,
is stoked
sir,
up.
the half-orc. I see frost forming around your tusks. Clearly an outsider.
I see this. I'm pointing my headband.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
This is all I think I need.
All right. What about you, ma'am? You're exposed to the elements.
Am I now?
Verily.
I don't normally get any complaints about that.
Out here, you could catch frostbite.
Do I look like I'm going to catch frostbite?
Very well.
I am as warm as my hair is fiery. Thank you.
Make a performance check if you could convince them that you're warm. It is very fucking cold out here.
I mean, it's like fact though. There we go. There's my rolls coming back. What'd you say rolling?
Performance.
Performance?
I love
a
this.
12.
Oh my god.
So good. You rolled a 12?
Mhm.
But you said you're not acting?
I'm not acting. I use prestidigitation to warm my body.
Oh, fair.
Because you can do like 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour, and it's a
Okay.
cantrip. So like I'm not in
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah. Very well, if you say so. Maybe I somehow don't feel coldness. What about you, half-elf?
I have 1 gold to my name, but if you're willing to make me a deal, I will do advertising for you. You can even put whatever symbols or brands you want. I'll say your name and how warm it is and spread it near and far. I'm more of a resident of Solace Point, but I would assume you might not have as much of a market out there, so I will do you the honor of speaking first where people should stop. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing. Well, I'll have to find the most flashy piece of gear I have for you.
Lovely.
He pulls out like a large, almost Doctor Who-esque scarf that wraps around itself like 300 times. You can use it to cover your head too, because it wraps around itself 300 times. And it's striped, and the stripes are in all kind of pastel colors. It also has like a fuzzy mohair, if you're familiar with that material. It has like a mohair-esque thing with it, and like long fringe on the edges.
Does it come with Ugg boots?
It does not.
This is incredible. Do you make this? Are you just a seller?
Oh, my sister. She's a weaver.
It's family business.
Yes.
You're incredibly talented.
Oh, thank you. I'm saving up money for my tuition.
Are you a student?
Oh, trying to be.
What are you trying to learn?
Oh, I'd like to be a raven master. I have a fondness for birds. I love your bird. Is she for sale?
No.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Can it fly?
Not sure, actually. I've never asked her. I'll cast Speak with Animals. Lydia, can you fly?
Well, yes, I can fly.
That's what I thought.
I belong
is-
to a heron class of winged beast, I believe.
He is squawking at this point. Lydia, I also want to be very transparent. I am sorry for
For
putting
your
you in a
betrayal.
very
For your betrayal. For sending my betrothed off with some hussy.
Are we talking about Ajax?
Yes, the one and the same. His feathered
Lydia,
butt was promised to me, but I want it no longer. I refuse to be with a man of such low morals.
Lydia, Ajax isn't a bad person, but love is meant to be two ways, and your passion and kindness was incredible. But if his was not returned, I mean, you're still allowed to be hurt. You're always allowed to be hurt.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that he was right for you. It means that someone needs to choose you every time. And if he didn't do that, someone else will.
You
You
sold
think
me.
so?
I know so. I didn't expect to be chosen, but someone chose me. So you will find someone. Plus, to be honest, and I like look at Ajax and I gesture. He can't cast magic worth a dime. Like he's great for lifting things, but Lydia, you can uplift yourself. You need someone that will uplift themselves next to you. I didn't agree to have you an assistant because I thought you were easily swayed. It's because I need someone to help me have a moral conscience.
Oh, wow. I will endeavor to do that as long as I follow you, sir.
No, thank you. You are a gift.
As
Lydia,
are you.
How much do you know about gems per se?
Let me roll for that actually. Well, I know that they're shiny and they're in the earth. Why?
I have some gems and I need to sell them.
Oh. She gets in all close, like serious. Puts on her glasses that sit on the perch, the very tip of her beak.
Do you know how much an opal is worth?
If I may, sir, as the keeper of your Rolodex, I don't know what an opal's worth, but I do believe you might know someone who lives here who does know what it's worth. You made mention to me of a dwarven wizard.
Carpenter is he? We're in Rook's Reach. Oh.
I'm sure if he would like, I could seek him out and send him a memo.
Hi.
You didn't realize that?
No, 100% forgot when I suggested we come here.
I thought that's why you suggested we come here.
Not at all. Totally forgot. Absolutely forgot. And ironically, I am trying
Scorpio
to sell
now.
his gems. Lydia. Yes, Lydia, that would absolutely be delightful. There will also be a little bird companion of his. He'll go, hi, a lot. It's very annoying. Yes, but he is ironically a revived dwarf. He should remember us.
I will try to locate this individual for you and see if I can get you on their calendar. Don't worry,
would
I
be-
can be very persuasive. I have a very large beak.
Thank you. And he'll say in common, Ajax. Carpenter was dead when we met him, right?
I didn't meet him. I met his bones. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
He was bones. We met him. When I met him, he was bones. And then he was not bones.
Oh yes. Was that with the giant tree in the hot spring?
No.
That was that. That was different.
That was whenever you and Scorpio were in the other place.
Oh. Oh yes. Oh no.
Yes.
Because that's what. Oh, God of
I remember.
regeneration, God of death.
I would
Carpenter.
not forget that, my friend.
And then he came back, and then we fought the god's rotting brain. Okay.
Oh, yeah, remember that? It's crazy.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Lydia. Please go inform Carpenter that we are in town. We'll probably be shopping around somewhere. Thank you, as always.
So this poor little boy I just saw. What exactly?
This poor little boy just saw Valym squawking at his bird, and his bird, caw! flying back.
Tell you what,
Yes.
little one.
Work.
I can also I speak to animals very often. It is a gift of mine.
Oh, well, I suppose.
Wait a second.
Tell you what, little one.
Oh, wait. I have to roll.
For speak with animals?
No, because I reached into the bag. Jasmine put a thing that said there's a 2% that when I reach into it, I might reach into Carpenter's temporal slip space.
What?
Does that mean?
That's a big question. Which die should I be rolling?
Roll a D100. Yeah.
Great.
And as long as it doesn't land on a 1 or 2, you're good.
When you say land on a 1 or 2, I need you to explain what that means.
I mean, a 1% or 2%.
If it's
So if
zero,
it's like
zero.
a 0, 0, and then it's a 2. What does
Why
that
are
mean?
you, Gabe? Why are
There's
you
no-
asking me that?
There's no way in hell.
I just want to confirm that doesn't mean 200.
No.
No, because the die don't go to 200.
Damn it. Look, it was worth.
No way.
Did you really roll a 2?
I should have wrote digitally.
Oh my god!
I don't know what that means. When you say temporal slip space,
How did you roll?
I can't wait to see how this
I've reached in this bag a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
put a lot of stuff in this bag.
So as you're speaking to Mirayah about
Ajax reached into that bag.
yeah,
I put stuff in the bag. I didn't.
yeah. He didn't actually. That's true. He put stuff in the bag. He didn't
That's
reach
true.
and grab anything from the bag.
but what's
All right.
her name,
As
dude?
you're chatting with Mirayah about how you're talking to your assistant and how you can talk to animals, you notice your hand is still in the bag. Like you're like, as you pull it, you notice like every time you pull it, it just goes deeper into the bag. Like at this point, half of your forearm is in the bag.
What's it feel like?
It feels like you put your hand in warm water.
Oh, this is bad.
Valym pees himself.
Yeah. Well, Valym's not sleeping. Otherwise, he would be himself.
Something wrong. Why is your arm in a bag?
Let's grab
Where
stuff.
Oh,
Okay. You look a little peaked.
are you stuck?
Oh yeah. I think it's eating me. That's fine.
Thank you. What?
Scorpio will go over to grab the bag.
I'll grab a hold of Valym.
And pull.
Valym, could you explain?
Every time you pull, this time, whoop, one of your arms slips in, Valym.
In.
I wonder.
So calm.
I
You see the young boy be
had-
like, you seem like you're in a bit of a pickle. You know, I don't even need the money. I'll just step away
That's perfect, best kid. Thank you.
and
Thank you.
just let people know I've always got a shop right here.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Baden Pocock.
Baden Pocock.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Baden Pocock. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
this.
I hope your situation gets better. I've had too many run-ins with mimics. I just can't. I have to leave.
What's a mimic?
Me
I want to
too.
tell this kid's story.
I cast water breathing on myself, Ajax, Mirayah, and Scorpio.
Okay.
Good call.
Give me a strength saving throw, Valym.
Should I do digital or not?
It's whatever you want.
You all decide. I want you to feel guilty if it goes wrong.
Not.
Physical.
Yeah.
Physical, I guess.
19.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, not our fault.
You're able to prevent like your whole head from going in, but half of your face does go in.
What's it look like in there?
Yeah. As you look in, you see like a golden light. Things are murky, almost like you're looking through someone's prescription glasses that is not your own.
So it's a little bit disorienting or destabilizing. One of your eyes is still on the internal contents of your bag of holding, and the other one is like in this weird space. It smells actually, as you notice, with half your face kind of in. It's not water. It just feels like warm liquid, and you can actually breathe, and you hear music.
Oh, so excuse me, half his face is in and half is out.
Yeah.
So,
But a lot of his body is in this bag now. Mariah, you're holding on, and like every time he goes swoop and gets sucked in further, you feel yourself move as well.
Oh no. Oh no. Am I about to get sucked in too?
If you keep
You know
holding
what?
on to him, you think it could happen.
Valym?
Bye. I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna dive in.
You're gonna dive in.
Yeah, fuck it.
You dive.
I'm gonna try and hold on to him. I think that would be the
will
smartest,
wild
not the
shape
smartest, but
into
the
a
instant
mouse,
thing she would do.
And I'm going in.
Oh, shapeshift?
I wild shape into a mouse and go in.
Okay, that would mean she wouldn't try to instinctively hold you.
Yeah.
Because like if someone's like bye and like you go in, they're gonna like pull, you know,
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
instantaneous reaction. Okay,
My
if
goal
you
is to go
yeah.
small when you try to hold me.
Yeah. And also, let's say it's like mid pull and Mirayah just falls out on her ass.
Yeah.
Right on the folds down.
You fall on your ass and notice you hear a small squeak, and then it's gone.
And I'm holding the bag on the other side,
Mhm.
like,
I'm gonna look into the bag. I'm not touching it, but I'm
Yeah.
looking in. I'm looking into it.
The bag's contents look normal. It looks like a normal messenger bag. There is a spot at the bottom where you think it's been ripped and then like sewn back together.
Where did he go?
Did that bag receive Valym?
That's funny. No, I got nothing. Nope.
What if
He'll
he's
be back.
dead?
No, he's not. If he is, okay. Well, damn, his decision.
Listen, Ajax is a simple half orc. When weird magic shit happens, this is always his
happens
reaction.
often.
Can I roll
Yeah.
Arcana at least?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Try. Okay, I'm not rolling you. You failed me too many times.
Eric.
8.
That's
Yeah.
his name.
You have no clue.
yeah.
I have no clue.
Wait, Eric.
He's a strong guy. He'll be all right.
All right. Are we supposed to just go shopping now?
Yeah. There's nothing in his bag. I don't know. He's not.
Well, our acquaintance friend thing might be dead.
This isn't his first time.
He'll probably come back.
Look. I take the bag of Scorpio. I'm like, did you see anything in here? Like Valym?
No.
okay, now hold it right there. And Scorpio's going to attempt to jump into the bag.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Heck yeah. Let's do this.
Oh no.
You can place yourself in the bag.
73.
Yeah. You do fly into the bag. You can breathe in here for 14 minutes, since that's as long as you held your breath.
And I have
And-
water breathing on me if that
Yeah.
counts.
Oh.
Does it?
I don't know.
Let's look at
That's
the
you.
spell for water breathing.
It literally just lets you breathe
Water.
underwater for 24 hours.
I'm like over here
But-
thinking of the mechanics of that. Well, why wouldn't that allow you to breathe in a vacuum?
It's weird. It's affected creatures also retain their normal mode of respiration. I think it's basically just like giving them magic gills,
Oh, got you.
so they like filter oxygen through the
Mhm.
water.
Like being in the water causes it to let you breathe like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hold your breath for 14 minutes. You go in, you don't slip through Carpenter's temporal slip space.
That was horrible.
But
I like
you
my
just
background is
find
fading with me.
you just find yourself like in a bag.
Is there anything in there that Valym wanted to hide?
I don't.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
I think
just curious
we
now.
just have Valym's belongings in there.
Do they? Because I put my belongings in my backpack, and my backpack went with me.
that's fair.
Ooh.
Is the gems in here?
I
No?
took them out to put them in my bag.
Ah, okay, got you.
That's why I had to roll that stupid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Because
the bag of holding is actually empty, other than the things that
Scorpio.
Ajax did have in it. Yeah, and now Scorpio.
Let me out.
Okay, okay. Reach in.
Learn from my mistakes.
He's not in there.
Wait, if I reach in, do I have to?
Yes. If you reach in to pull something out, roll a d100.
I reach in to pull Scorpio out. Let's see. I'm gonna do this digitally.
Oh, I'm not reaching in that bag.
I think it's rolling. Hold on.
Come on, Balvin.
I guess we should have made you roll when you took the books out to give them to Rena, but I forgot about it.
She took the books out.
Hold on one second.
No, hold on, Balvin. Hold on.
What?
You don't,
No, I never.
I don't remember. I'm not dead. What you worried about?
The bag ate me.
55, 59. We're
No.
fine.
Pull out Scorpio, and Valym is still missing.
Bags always eat things.
I'm not worried about you. You're gonna be back. I'm just not going in there.
It sounded rude, but now it sounds like denial.
I have to live off something.
Well, all right. I seem to be the only one that's super worried, besides Scorpio, who did just sleep in the bag. I was.
Well,
It's not,
since
that I'm
he's
not, it's not that I'm not worried. I just can't do anything.
yeah, since he's not there, I guess we just have to wait for him to come back.
Once again, and I'm not reaching in there because he, what'd you see, Scorpio?
The bag, the inside of the bag.
Right. There was no Valym in there.
No Valym.
I guess we just go shopping and deal with this.
I mean,
Let's go get you some armor.
You want to shop?
Yeah,
we can
let's hope I
shop.
can afford it. Yeah.
I'll look into the bag. I'm not gonna reach into it. I'm gonna look into it. Hey, buddy, we're here when you need us. All right. If you need anything, just give us a shout. And I carry the bag like it's, just put it on my shoulders.
There's a lot of Gabe finds it hilarious.
Valym's been a whole different person today, and now he jumps in a bag and disappears. Okay,
Yeah, it's been.
Well, he
it's been
kind of got
interesting.
swallowed by the bag. To be
I don't
fair.
know what happened. I saw him go in the bag, get a little deeper, and then he was gone. That might have been his decision.
Ajax, you do spot a small armory nearby.
I can't wait till the scene
It has
changes. I'm just
beautiful
waiting.
glass bay windows. There is like a logo of like a smiling little like kind of fire sprite. Actually, would remind you of Pilar if you remember what Pilar looked like. Like kind of lighting up a blade, and you surmise that this beautiful shop is an armorer.
Well,
Very different than the blacksmiths and forges you've seen thus far.
okay. Hey, y'all. I think Mirayah, if you want some armor, I think
That'd
this
be a
is
good idea. Yeah, let's go in.
When you go in, you do notice like the soft turmeric accents everywhere. And you wonder if this is like for the Hunters Guild. The person working there has her hair pulled down, like kind of in two braids that then meet in the middle in the back, if that makes sense. You notice she's wearing like a smock. She has like kind of some, like she has the face of someone who's been working really hard lately. Like she's not actively sweating, but you could tell it's like somebody that just gets out of the gym. She's also a half-orc, although one of her tusks is like broken, shattered. The other one comes up actually pretty far, almost coming even with her nose. She's got one long scar down one side of her face, and you notice like now that you look at her that her beautifully manicured hands and like sort of shiny green arms are covered in scars, and her skin is like the color of winter moss. She looks around at all of you and says, "Oh, welcome."
Hello. We're looking for some armor that I could wear. What's your name?
Yarwin.
Yarwin. Nice to meet you,
Yarwin.
Mirayah. This is Yarwin.
Yarwin.
Urine.
Ur. When.
Urine.
Your.
Interesting name to give this one.
When.
Your
Y-
win.
Yes.
Irwin.
Yes.
Irwin. Okay, got it. Sorry about that. This is Scorpio. This is
Hello.
Ajax.
My last
I'm
name's
Mirayah.
Violet. You could have just called me that if I'd rather not be
No, I'll
referred
use your
to
proper
as
name.
urine.
I'll use your proper name. I
Greetings,
need some...
Ajax. Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
So you're
I
in
need-
need of some armor. What in particular are you looking for? What sorts of applications?
like medium armor, something that can survive going in the water.
Medium armor that can survive going in the water. A bit strange, but okay. We have some limited stock in right now. You see her kind of like looking around the shop, and then like kind of eyeing you up and down. Yes, I think I might have something that could fit you. Would you like something new or used?
Doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, water can be a bit difficult for chainmail or plate. Plate would probably be a bit too heavy for you. Well,
Well, what?
well, I do have the flax heart, but it's a wee bit pricey.
How much is it?
35 gold.
That's a bit pricey. Sure you can come down from that.
Well, would you like to take a look at it?
Sure.
You see her kind of come over to like one of the many sort of mannequins that's against the wall, these wooden mannequins. And you see her pointed out the flax heart. And what you see before you is a beautiful chainmail set that looks to be made of almost like shiny, like dried leaves and twigs. You get the sense from looking at it, and even the way she like kind of lifts one of the gauntlets and hands it to you, it doesn't move when she lifts it. It doesn't clink.
I see.
That means, player, you don't get disadvantage on stealth checks when wearing it.
Gathered. Oh. Well, this does look nice. Has it been here a while?
Oh, this was my old set of armor.
Oh, it was. You made it yourself.
Thus, there's a bit of a price added to it for sentimentality. It's one of those things I'm not quite sure I want to let it get away. You see, it actually matches my skin tone a bit.
It does, and that's a lovely skin tone.
Thank you.
Welcome. What have you made for yourself in the meantime?
Oh, well, I'm not exactly in the field as much anymore, but from this,
Oh, you used to be a hunter.
I
I bet you were a good one.
Oh, decent for the most part. The job was just a wee bit unsavory. At least, you know. But I am still a part of the guild, and now I outfit other hunters.
I know what it's like to be a part of a guild and provide for others that are doing work.
Yeah.
Good work.
It was for the most part, but my duties entailed taking down poachers,
I see.
as well as tracking down vagrants, people that had warrants out on them. So it was just a job that makes it easy to make a lot of enemies, as it were.
I feel you. I'm a merchant. I've had many a deal go wrong. Many. Be very violent.
Well, I mean, you seem very kind. I'm sure there's something else we can find in the shop that's more in your price range.
This is lovely armor, though.
She's quite a beauty. I'm not even sure I could make something like this again. I work mostly in metals now, especially as that's what's easily available from what we can mine out of Newman Crown. But I actually spent some time in my youth with some elves, and from them I learned this craft.
I see. Are you sure I couldn't convince you to let it go for a reduced amount?
Give me a persuasion check,
Okay.
especially since you've been so kind to her.
This goddamn die is gonna. I don't want to look. Not one.
Oh no.
The one I expected earlier. Yeah.
Oh, you're very kind, and I so wish I could, but there's a part of me that would miss seeing it on the mannequin. I really couldn't come down on it.
What about this place just opened up to trade, right? What if I could make arrangements to get materials that you don't have easy access to here delivered here?
Well, I suppose I could cut you a deal on any other piece of armor in the shop.
But not this one.
This one's just a wee bit special.
Even if I could get you a hold of some more flax heart.
I'm gonna whisper to Scorpio amongst all this. How much you got?
I have 13. Is that enough?
Okay. How much are you willing to give up?
13.
Oh, that's so cute.
All right. Just give me 10.
Okay.
And he immediately hands over 10 gold.
Okay. And then I'll go stand back next to Mirayah and like slightly like bump her shoulder a little bit.
Ajax, I'm trying to work here.
I motion like my hand, like I bump her hand, and I drop 20 gold in her hand.
No. You don't need to.
Buy it.
Listen, I'm really enamored with this piece here, and I would love to arrange it so that you get more trade up here, that you can get materials that you really want to work with. I know what it's like to be an artisan that doesn't have the materials that she would like to have on hand. I could make that happen for you. All I need to do is contact my guild partners and make it happen.
All right. If you can get me a decent amount of flax heart within the next month, and you promise to only bring this set to me for repairs, and you promise to take good care of her, I'll let her go for 20.
Done.
She
Oh my god!
carefully removes the armor set from the mannequin, and she carefully wraps it up in like the lightest beaten paper, their version of tissue paper for you, and ties it up and hands it to you. And like I said, as she does, you notice it's so light, it doesn't make any sounds, any jingling as she hands it over.
This is really a treasured piece. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you get this beautiful ring mail that has a sigil actually in the middle of like a grin, like with one broken tusk, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
And it has like matching gloves and everything. This set is it's basically like an elven armor set. So it has all the stats of normal chainmail, but you not only, especially when you're wearing the complete set from head to toe, you get a bit of a set bonus. You not only get no disadvantage on stealth checks, but you get advantage on them.
Wow. Oh my god, that's awesome.
As long as you're wearing the full set. So
okay.
Yeah, the full brigadine, I think is what we call it, the gauntlets and the boots.
Okay, and what's a set bonus? Is that no? That's a set bonus. The set bonus is the
Wearing it all together.
Okay, cool.
But if you were to like remove a piece and like wear the flight boots, you still wouldn't get disadvantage. You just won't get the advantage.
All right. Tell me, do you have some parchment on you?
Also, for the people in chat, 20 gold is a lot.
It's a lot.
Gold is a lot.
It's a lot. That's why this set is kind of cracked.
Yeah, I had to go to the Scorpio loan because.
And the best part about a Scorpio loan is he won't remember.
Yeah, you won't collect.
Mariah will definitely hand back like 5 gold back to Ajax and be like,
Stop! No!
Come on, why not?
No! It's a gift.
okay, I can pay you back probably
No,
when I get back
it's
to my
not.
caravan.
You can't pay back a gift. Scorpio pitched in too, so you'd have to give him something as well. So no.
You two are so sweet.
Aw,
So she
it
hugs
looks
them
really
both.
good on you.
Oh, do you put it on?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You actually notice like the shopkeep, Yerwin, gets like a little bit like emotional seeing you in her old armor piece. Because she hasn't been able to wear this for a while. This woman is stacked.
Stacked.
In the stacks.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great.
If you have some parchment, and if there's like a carrier, what is used for messaging around here?
Ravens?
Like-
The bird?
Carrier pigeon. Cool. I can send off a message to the guild and get something set up for you.
I think it was ravens, if I remember correctly.
Ravens.
All right. She hands you a piece of parchment for you to like fill out.
Yep. Yeah.
I-
Raven Masters.
I write. Oh, right, the Raven Masters. I write a message to my guild connections in the stacks, and I also send a message off to the Fen, to the other hags that I work with. I'm the one that goes out the most, but the other ones might know where to get flaxseed. Not flaxseed, flax heart. As well as a missive to my mother, both of my mothers about it.
Yeah. You write out the notes. And she's like, normally this would cost 1 gold to ship, but I'll handle that since you're such a good customer.
You're so sweet.
And
Thank you so much.
I'm hoping that if perchance these connections don't work out, you wouldn't be opposed to getting it for me yourself.
Of course not. Let me put it this way. I will either get you the flax hearts, or I will return the armor.
Well, you look like a vision.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, mighty cleric.
How do you know I was a cleric?
Well, usually people coming in looking for chainmail that's submersible and all this, I'm assuming you're getting baptized into the faith or something. Is that not
Yes, that's exactly the reason. Yep.
right? Is it going to happen at the lake up here in Marblehead?
It's going to happen near Marblehead, yeah.
I've heard it's an icy dip.
It will be icy.
Definitely. And now
Well,
I
I
won't drown.
Wish
so-
you the best of luck with the sisters up there. I've heard they run a very tight ship.
They do. They do. They really do.
Ajax, you notice a lot of those Hanuman-style maces that Arena uses along the wall.
God damn it.
I forget what the official term for them is, but they're like kind of smooth and like ornately kind of adorned. They don't have sharp ridges on them, and they're almost look like divided, like an orange, but they're like big and gold. They're in gold and brass and silver hanging
Like
here.
a gata.
Yes, that's the official term for it. Yes,
I might not know culture sometimes, but I know.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm like the Hanuman maze.
Those things are scary as hell.
Yeah, they are.
I want one.
Hey, what could you tell me about those maces up there?
Yeah, you're like piecing it together as she's talking about the clerics that you recognize them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
unique sort of pattern I came across in my travels, and I brought it back. They're very heavy, very difficult to wield, especially if you're used to that tiny thing. And she kind of gestures to your sword.
Yeah, I imagine. I know someone very strong that uses something like that.
Oh, do ya? I'm one of the few purveyors of this Gotha-style weapon.
Really?
At least on this side of the continent, yes.
Do you know Arena by chance?
Ah, the Drakran girl. Yes, she's been here before.
Oh, really?
I made her chainmail.
Oh.
I always remember custom orders.
Ajax says thank you.
120 gold total.
Oh. That's a lot.
It was a lot of metal and a lot of time.
120. How long ago was this?
About a year and a half. I had to custom order the jewels, as well as the full cowl, and there's a plate mail piece as well. Very expensive. The filigree on the boots I did myself.
Wow. You did an amazing job.
Thank you. Is it she that sent you?
No, we're just passing through.
Well, then it's a random happenstance.
Yeah, it's a very nice place. You do a lot of great work.
As you look around, you notice that like everything is, it's almost like walking into a boutique store. There's not a lot here. It's not cluttered like a lot of the smithies you've been to, but everything that is here has been lovingly like put on display.
Right.
There's like beautiful shelves, all of like lacquered wood, and each of them has like tassels kind of on it, like where there's almost like a table runner that's been placed on each shelf, and that's how like the maces are displayed. And then there's like a little wooden mannequin for each set of armor. There's some there's some leather armor pieces here, and you also notice there's like a almost like quartz case that has runes on it that has some magical items behind it.
Could you show me to some armor for me? Maybe not as fancy as hers, but just something else.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for plate mail, scale mail, or chain mail?
Probably chainmail.
Well, we do have our standard chainmail set here. And she kind of walks you over to like a very large mannequin. This set is well, it's a bit heavy, it's a bit loud, but it will turn a blade. Maybe an arrow, depending on where it hits. Something like this would only go for 12 gold. I have something a bit down in range.
Yeah, let me see that one.
This is one of my earlier pieces. It's a wee bit flashy, but I rather like it. And she shows you like a sort of bronzish colored chainmail set. I could let this one go for, well, probably 7 gold. There is, it's a bit flashy though. This one will give you -3 to stealth checks if you wear it.
I mean, how much stealth do I really do, guys?
But
Right.
it would increase your armor class, yes.
I don't think I'm not a big stealth person.
I think his would look good. I actually made it for me brother, but he wasn't into the color. He said it was a bit too flashy when you're on the road to be wearing sort of goldish armor. It's not real gold, it's just plating.
I'll take it.
Oh, you'll take it. Oh, perfect. sold 2 sets of armor in one day. Usually I sell one a week.
Ouch. How much was it again?
7.
7?
7.
Okay.
Chat's
All right,
asking,
thank
what about swimming? Here's the thing, chat. You always get disadvantage on swimming and stealth checks with this class of armor, but poor Ajax is going to take an additional -3 to the stealth on top of the disadvantage.
It'll
I'm
help
not a
him sink.
She takes the 7 gold from you and kind of like is like, would you like the dressing room to put it on, or would you like a bag to carry it out?
I'll go to the dressing room.
You enter the dressing room and you find like there's like a plush stool, and the walls here are like tufted, and they're in like these beautiful like turmeric velvet colors of the guild. There is a mirror. You don the chainmail, and do notice like it is a little bit shiny, it is a little loud, and you also notice there's like little tiny gems embedded along the neckline. Super small. But it does jingle as you're putting it on. You hear a loud like shing as you like pull on the main piece of it. Yeah. The metal that she's coated each link with tends to just let off like a little ringing sound as they clink against each other.
Well, now they'll know I'm coming. Everyone.
You hear the jingling as he comes out. The complete opposite of Mirayah, who now moves in silence.
Thank you so much, both of you. Also, that's snazzy. Very loud, but snazzy.
Something different. I'm trying something different. And then I just like devil eyes towards the bag. It is like I'm looking at Valym. It's like.
Meanwhile, we zoom into the bag.
I'm waiting for that.
I should have rolled digitally. I was curious. I rolled digitally twice and then got like a 59, like a 31. I'm like, well, whatever, let's see again. And I rolled the D100 again. And I got a 1. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Only you, man.
We zoom in on the bag, zoom in on that strange patched up hole, and into it we find, bathed in golden light, Valym. And we hear a strange, sonorous voice say, "Oh, hello there."
You know, this is not what I thought when I was thinking a temporal rift. I'm going to not be a rabbit so I can speak.
Welcome to the slip.
What?
And that's where we'll open our next episode.
I wanted to know so badly.
I know.
God damn it.
There's a
You
temporal.
always going in portals and shit, man.
Is Valym in a pocket dimension?
What's new?
Valve didn't design this game. Jasmine did. Stop
What?
portaling.
I don't
Speedy
know
thing
what you're
goes in.
saying to me.
Portal? It's a game made by Valve.
I literally never played Portal.
Oh,
fine. I didn't either.
recommend it. It's
I
good.
just thought it'd be a good.
Yeah, I was like, I have friends. So I don't play the same.
I love that
Yeah, that's why you're
someone
playing
in
Elden
chat
Ring, Tiny
said
Tina's Wonderland.
Ajax is going to swim like a hippo by running along the bottom of the river.
Yeah, just
Exactly. Hell yeah, I'm not swimming.
Now that you have water breathing too from Valym.
right. Just walk along the
I'm
bottom.
not swimming. Yeah, I'll be at the bottom.
You actually get through it faster because you get to the bottom quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Y'all just look down, see me sprints.
I don't think water breathing does that.
It's gonna be like Baywatch.
It's gonna be like those damn skeletons in Pirates of the Caribbean. Just
Oh my god, that's
all
such
the
a deep cut, but also yes, that's exactly what it's
Yeah.
gonna. I need to rewatch the Pirates movies.
I rewatch them
Maybe the first
occasionally when I feel like both being happy and also being very angry because it's like set in the Caribbean.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's like 2 black people even though cannot like in real piracy, like
I don't think
there were a
I've
bunch of black pirates.
I don't think I've seen all the movies. There's like what, 4?
Yep, there's 4.
4 or 5.
You know, you should do instead is watch Our Flag Means Death on HBO.
Is that the gay pirate show?
Yes.
Okay,
It's very
I need to
good.
watch that. I
There's a
definitely need to
main
watch that.
3. Then there's the one without Jack Sparrow. Isn't there another one?
The one without Jack Sparrow?
I'm the worst
He's-
person to ask
he's in
about
all of
this
them.
because like I thought there was only 4 Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh, you mean the one without Will Turner?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. Well, there was one. Okay, so there's one without Will Turner, and then
Jack's in all of them.
I thought he was kicked out of one.
No.
Oh, there are 5 films. There are 5 films. There's a 6th film coming.
Oh.
There's
Cool.
that many?
Yeah.
That was a major series at this time. That movie was really big.
Yeah, they were.
Especially because
I
the
had no
CGI for the time was like amazing.
In the makeup, yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
like I
the
never
big- There was
one-
I
oh,
never
no, there
knew
was-
like
you're right.
that Avatar was such a big deal. To
Right,
the point
right.
that
Avatar's
there's
getting
like
another movie
Be-
too.
Because
Avatar's got 4 movies in the works.
Yeah.
because that movie, it is like one of the biggest movies ever. Like it's like,
but
like
it's
financially,
wild to me
but
that
no-
they have like a section of a theme park like that
Right.
big. Like, cause I
But
don't
the
know.
thing is-
Am I smoking crack? I watched that movie and I was like,
I think it's because
it's okay.
the people
yeah.
that I think there was a very big split of people who really, really loved it versus people who thought it was decent. But the people who really loved it were enough people that it made that much money.
Really,
It was just
But
very
it
cool
was also
visually.
it was
it
also
was
a
hard
CGI
for me to
benchmark.
watch
Yeah.
in multiple. Oh God, I could write an essay on why Avatar was hard for me to watch. I was pretty
if you
young
look at
when
how
it
much
came
money
out.
it made, it'll make more sense to you
Yeah.
statistically.
Yeah, yeah, because
It
it's.
goes neck and neck with
I have
Endgame.
to. I
It's
have
like
to
those are
look
the
at
biggest movies
the.
ever.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
look at how much money it made because I didn't remember it being a big movie culturally.
It was the
It was
biggest movie of
huge.
all time for a long time.
Really? So like
Endgame is the only one that
when
took
I
it over.
watched it, I was definitely a lot younger and a lot like more, I don't want to say feistier, but definitely feistier because it was before anger management. And like there was a few things about it that like couldn't allow me to like enjoy the movie. And one was like this one dude coming in and like immediately having more expertise and being better at everything than the
Specifically a
scientist who
white
had been working there forever. Like I thought that
Yeah.
was like very J.K. Rowling vibes of like, oh, well, Harry Potter's always better at defense against dark arts than Hermione because he's just talented. I was like, I don't understand that. And then like the fact that she still wears clothes, but like he's running around naked. I'm like, if she like studies their behavior and stuff like that, there's like parts of it that just like made me uncomfortable. But then my biggest problem was that this weirdo outsider dude was their chosen one. I was like,
Yeah.
because there's parallels, there's allegory, and the fact that an outsider saves these indigenous people and is their chosen one and communes with their magical mount that apparently none of the fucking indigenous people can commune with. I was like, no,
You're not wrong.
come on. Like, why is he the one that has the special flying thing? No one else can do it. You're telling me none of these other fucking people could do it? These people that live here that have been doing this since they were born. That's like,
It's big.
that's like,
It's big, like Last Samurai movie energy.
It's Pocahontas. It's Pocahontas
It's arguably
reimagined.
worse than Pocahontas, but it is like the same
Yeah,
thematic,
it's-
And,
same
like,
story.
isn't it Sigourney Weaver who's the scientist?
Yes.
Yes.
And doesn't she like literally spend so much time with them, like understanding them? And like this other dude just shows up and they like him more. And I was like, that would not be true. Like she has taken so much time to understand their culture to the point that she's like checking him on like, you should not do that. I do not think that's a good idea. If you do this means you're bonded to this woman for life. You should think. I'm like, oh, this is like the good like outsider that's like really taking time and saying, hey, I've only been studying them for a handful of years. We're not experts. We're outsiders. We should remain outsiders. And then it's like, she's like, this dude's like, no, fuck you. And he's the good guy. And I'm like, but she's making so many points. She's making so many points, though.
Yeah, but Sam Worthington is there, and that just makes a generic hot white man makes everything better. Don't you know that?
God, I was
Don't you know that's the way the universe
because when
works?
he talks about fucking her with his hair braid, isn't she like, you should not do that?
I think that conversation happens after.
She's like,
You remember way more of this movie than I
remember
ever
I'm
did.
every
telling you,
fucking scene because
I
I was in high school when it happened. So like they that was a topic of conversation amongst like, oh my God, they were fucking.
The weird lack of consent does not happen. That conversation never happens about them saying not to do that.
I thought it does.
We found the Avatar fan.
They mentioned about the like dragons because then it's like bonded with someone for life, but it was never about like them per se. Sigourney, that conversation happened with Sigourney Weird. The people were like, you mated with that weird man. The tribe said that, but like Sigourney never said anything. I don't think she.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't Sigourney, but the thing did happen.
Thing? I know. I liked the movie. I don't know what.
don't they touch their hair braids and like have sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I don't. Yeah. We can go into that later.
Anyway, that was Shikar.
Yeah, which is way better than Avatar.
because I would never do that. I would never be like, oh hey, guess what? This person who's an outsider to the Hag Fen is actually the best sorceress. And she's white and she's from Rook's Reach and she's gonna come in and she takes over.
Did you just create a rival character for me to kill?
Yes,
'Cause I
yes,
would love that.
Wicker
I would
Fen,
love that.
and she knows how to solve all your problems. And she's shown
Ooh,
up.
someone I can practice my firebolts on. I'm all about it. Please make this a canon character.
And
I would love to destroy them.
and she's going to supplant Sylvina as the primary magic teacher because she knows better than her, and she's going to kill Sylvina and become the new big bad.
Now it's real. Now I'm free.
And Sylvina's dying words to will be, "I always saw potential in you. Don't let this white bitch get away with this."
And then I have to avenge her, even though I didn't like her. You know, the whole 9 yards.
Thank you so much for playing D&D with me all and for talking about Avatar and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, maybe the next Kingdom Hearts game won't have the entirety of Frozen in it.
Did the third one do this?
Yes, it
telling you,
did.
this is
It
gonna
had
be
the
a
entirety of the
sub-goal.
movie, including the song.
Yeah.
This is going to be a sub goal on my channel, and it's going to be, the number's going to be high for me to sit through a Frozen game. I've never watched that movie, but I know the songs by heart.
Frozen 2 is a D&D movie.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'll watch it. Here's the thing.
I haven't watched 2.
Frozen got the love that Moana should have gotten, and no one will ever
Sure.
be able to convince me otherwise. Moana's soundtrack is banger after banger
Very
after
good.
banger. And the allegory of that story is beautiful. That, like, you know, like it's about trauma and overcoming trauma and how, like, you know, listen.
It's the full media course. You've signed up for this, chat.
Yes, you signed up for this. Also, let's just, you know what I'm going to say, Balvin.
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Balvin looks like Maui.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's a compliment, though.
That's
Yeah,
a
but-
compliment. He used
Yeah,
to
but
get
he-
mad when people on Twitter said that, and I said, no, watch the movie. Then he watched the movie, he's like, he changed his profile picture to Maui! He changed his profile picture to Maui! Because he kept getting mad that people on Twitter were calling him that, and I was like, sit down and watch this movie with me. And we watched it, and I shit you not, he changed his profile picture. He's like, I'm not offended anymore. That's how good the movie is. That's how good it is.
It's
Hey,
good.
Reyes, I will bring up Goop anytime. Don't mention if you don't want us to talk about fucking Yannick eggs.
Sin.
Okay.
Purveyor of Yannick eggs. Take it away, Sephi. Who are you? Where can people
And
find you?
kombucha. Yeah. Hi, I am Persephone, aka Persephiroth. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch, where I stream a lot of games. We're doing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands right now. Probably going to go back to Elden Ring at some point. Maybe Pokemon soon. And you can catch me here every Tuesday, obviously, but you can also catch me whenever Curse of Strahd comes out again on this channel, which I think is Friday.
Friday.
Beyond that, I have a bunch of stuff that's NDA. So, thank you.
Amazing, Balvin.
Oh shit, sweet. I'm Balvin, Lord Balvin on everything. LORDBALVIN. I just create all kind of content on every platform you can think of. I also tweet a lot, and I tend to go viral every now and then. And yeah, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I'm about to start uploading a lot more stuff on YouTube. So check me out on YouTube and TikTok. LordBalvin everywhere. If you like me here, you like me there.
Hey, I love that line that you have. If you like me here, you like me there. I'm gonna steal that.
So, it's yours.
I'm gonna avatar that. That's mine now.
You're gonna avatar that?
You made this? You made
No,
this?
you made
I made
this?
this.
No, I made
I
this.
made this. I made
You made I made this.
this. Xander.
Yeah, I'm Xander Jeanneret. You can find me at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F on Twitter and Twitch. I stream here on Mondays and Tuesdays on Witcher and Zelda series. I'm on the Ocarina of Time right now. I'm also here Tuesdays, but then also on Friday, I'm over on the Pixel Circus channel for Failed Save, which is always a lot of fun. Yeah.
They've been making good content on that channel. I need to check more of it out.
Yeah, they do morning shows, and we've got our fun D&D show.
Very nice. Gabriel.
Hi, I'm Gabe. I don't really know what I've been doing lately. I stream sometimes, but it's
Playing
never
games?
like I do stream, but it's never like at normal times of night. It's sometimes at like 2 a.m. on like a Wednesday.
Oh, you're on
And
the
I don't-
Balvin crackhead hours.
I am. And the thing is, like, I don't even
That's
like.
why I never see Balvin go live.
No,
Okay.
both of them are now on the crackhead hours playing zombie games at 4 a.m. in the
That's
morning and talking
Balvin
about
play.
Kingdom Hearts at 7 a.m. because that's
We got to do that again, Gabe.
I like the second
Yo,
half.
we gotta go back to that zombie
Yeah,
game.
we
Balvin.
do.
I'm trying to
We
get
do.
back in that like that.
I
We have
just-
the lanterns.
Can you
and-
play it at a normal time so I can watch?
Yeah,
Should-
sure.
I have a question. Should I run a Kingdom Hearts game
Like a
for all of us and
TTRPG?
Jasmine? Yeah.
I will have to be the chosen one, like Avatar, because I don't know anything. I have to be the outsider that comes in and
It
is
would
like,
be fun.
It's
where
interesting.
are we? What does anything mean?
Sound off in the chat. Should I do that? Should I run that? and
Also,
make
can I
Jasmine
be
suffer?
heartless?
Could you could be?
You could be, yeah.
Sure, why
Can
not?
I be that guy that beats up Sora in the 1st
You're gonna
game?
have to. You're gonna have to like
be more specific.
Yeah,
the one
that's a
with like the
lot.
white hair.
Oh, Zemnis.
Handsome?
Oh no,
or
Ansem.
Zemnis?
Ansem.
Well, which
Ansem?
is
or Xandor. They're all the same.
No,
She's
the one
talking
he
about-
grows
she's
up
talking
on the
about-
island
she's
with.
talking about
Oh,
It's
Riku?
Anthem. It's Anthem because that's the Kingdom Hearts one.
No,
Yeah,
Riku.
you
That's
mean
the
like
name.
one that
Oh,
we did?
Riku.
Riku's his friend. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but he beats
Oh,
his
you,
ass all the
you mean?
time.
Oh, but you mean? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, in the
Riku.
very beginning.
He kicks
Sora's
his
in an
ass.
abusive relationship with Riku. His boyfriend beats his
They're
ass all the
boyfriends.
time.
That's weird. We're not gonna say that.
No.
We're not gonna say that.
I don't know.
It's
I
true,
haven't
though.
beaten that game, but when I played it, Sora would be like, Riku, no. And Riku was like, I don't need you, bitches.
They're very. They like. Were very gay for each other.
And he's like,
it's-
but what about this
Riku's the
girl
cool
and her
character.
heart? And he's like, fuck that shit.
my favorite is in the second game when when Sora's supposed love interest appears and he's like, "Hi, Kairi," and then he sees Riku. It's like Riku, and he actually cries.
Oh, see, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Kairi. Kairi's the one that's like passed out, and like Sora's trying to save her, and Riku's like, "You're a bitch." If I can be Riku, I'll play. If I can be like,
Okay, cool.
"You all suck. You're a bitch."
You're not the only one with that attitude.
Yeah. honestly.
What?
Other people, I think,
I
have-
read and wrote so much Sora Riku fan fiction growing up, just the most.
Either that, or I want to be Goofy.
That I want.
Can you do the voice?
Oh gosh, Sora!
Close enough. You can be Goofy.
And I'll have my shield and be like, "Oh, looks
That's
like
it.
I'm gonna have to come in and give him a whooping." Come
Oh,
on,
man.
Valym.
If Goofy's there,
Stand
then I'm gonna have to
behind
finally learn to
me.
do Donald's voice. I can't do Donald.
All right, Scorpio, you wanted it too. Xander, you wanted it. Show us your Goofy
Yeah.
voice.
Oh gosh. It's my goofy voice.
You sound like the drag version of a Goofy.
That's what I
You
would be.
sound like the Snatch Game version of
You can
Goofy.
do like Mickey, I think.
I don't know about that, Rue.
You sound like the Snatch Game version of Goofy. That's so funny to
Someone
me.
should do Goofy for the Snatch. Someone should
They
do Miss
should.
Piggy for the Snatch game.
Oh
that's
my
all-
God,
well, I guess
Miss
Disney
Piggy would
come
be
after
so
them, I bet.
good. Yeah, I want. Yeah, I
Anyway.
don't. I wonder if they'd be allowed. Probably not.
Probably not.
Licensed characters and all.
Mm.
And I'm that bronze girl. This is my channel, and yeah, you can catch me here. Much like Sephi, all my projects are NDA, so I can't talk about any of them, but keep an eye on my Twitter this year because I just finished some cool stuff, and I think you'll enjoy it. Gabe knows. Actually, everyone here knows about my secret stuff. Friendier is what I like to call it. And
I like being all up in my friend's secrets.
yeah, this Friday we have more ONS. I'm playing through Wonderlands with Balvin. We've been co-oping that. And then I'm going to try to beat Elden Ring. The new Back for Blood DLC just dropped. We have a sponsored stream of that next week, but we're also playing it just for funsies because we really like that game on this channel. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for putting up with our nonsense. You're all fantastic. Like I said, I've been going through a lot of the old footage and putting together like little clips and videos of the funniest moments. So look out for that. And I'm still working on the Shikar summary because I think I'm going to try to get it animated. But goodbye. Goodbye now.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Damn it.